I did read it right. Cop makes horrific realization after shooting man. Man walks in on killer sawing his... What? Horrible smell leads man to second discovering his garage. No, I've heard about his situation. It looks more sad than everything. Okay. 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 What? Oh my god, that's horrifying. I think that was the one that Kenji reacted to. Cops rescue man still playing Mario as house explodes into flames. How many videos do you guys have? Okay, let's... I'm gonna pause. Let's go from here. Because what? What? Is it full screen? Should I make myself smaller? Yeah, it's fine.
It's bad. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Okay, first of all, quality, let's put it here. I changed nothing.
It's bad. Oh,
I
Jesus.
kind of sharpened the bottom.
Okay, let's take a peek.
I'm over here now.
Just enough running down the streets. He had a knife that way.
Aren't there usually other cops outside? One in, like 2 or 3 inside and then them outside to prevent that very thing from happening? Isn't that supposed to... No, whatever. Let's go.
He's got puncture wounds all over the place, too.
And so I'm like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler. If someone
Sometimes I wonder.
is trying to start a new worldwide cult, I will eliminate that person.
On March 10th, 2020.
Ooh, baby, you got the wrong person. You should look a little bit higher. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
20. Officers with the Idaho Falls Police Department are called to a home after one of the residents witnesses a bone-chilling crime. As investigators plunge into a case brimming with appalling discoveries and a suspect on the run, they encounter a twisted tale of cultish accusations and mental disorders. However,
Oh, not the mental disorders. Of course. This is why if you're able to buy medication and medication that works properly for you and works with you, keep drinking it. If you have help, if you're able to afford it and everything, continue to use it. Just because you feel like you're getting better, that means that you're getting better because of the medication. Keep drinking your medication.
nothing prepares
If and only if it's helping you. And if it doesn't, speak to your psychiatrist, I believe, is a person for it. Yeah.
them for the twisted motive they will uncover at the end of this heinous crime. On a chilly evening, 31-year-old Aaron makes an urgent 911 call when he encounters a horrifying scene. The following videos have never been seen or heard before.
911, where's your emergency?
This guy named Douglas, he just killed Hans. I don't know what his name is. His last name, Hans. Hans, oh my God!
Aaron lives with 5 other individuals in a home dubbed the Graduate House, run.
Let me check. Oh, I should have probably left them. I'll leave it. Let's see. EWU. Let's leave comments and everything that I react to. The 2 neighbors can I'm gonna do that. Let's see. What amazing father who knows, and the W isn't capitalized. Who knows what could have happened if he wasn't there? He wasn't there, or armed. Things could have ended much worse if not for his quick actions. Comment. Yeah. Hopefully my grammar is good.
By a local nonprofit that offers alternative housing options for those in need.
And he just took off running down the street.
Is he breathing?
No, he's not. Hey, Hans is not breathing.
Even though Aaron is panic-stricken, he somehow manages to gather his composure and
Oh my god, look at that. Honestly, I can't really say that well, no, let me think of the proper words to say it. Because, like, who would imagine that someone would target them or would try to kill them? Because I've seen a lot of gates around this area that are similar to this. And people with foresight would be like, whoa, why wasn't this fixed? But honestly, it looks so far pretty good. I think our gate is actually kind of starting to look like this. Another thing to add to talk to the owners about to fix, hopefully. Who's meowing? Who's meowing? Who? Who's being annoying? What was his name? That. Is this connected to this part? So this is like a mini garage.
lay vital details to the operator.
He ran down towards Common Sense, towards that direction.
Who's common sense?
Stabbed him?
Douglas Taylor.
And you said he does have a knife?
Yes, he does have a knife. He just killed him.
Is he on the ground?
He's on the ground. Hans is on the ground. He just cut his neck with a knife, man.
Let's start CPR. You're gonna put
I don't know. He's dead. He's dead. He's blue.
Oof.
He's completely blue. His neck is.
Is that carpet or is that cement? Because I've seen houses that don't have carpet. Well, I mean, look at the stain. I can't really tell because of the camera. But I've seen houses that have cement on it. So I can't tell if this is carpet or cement. And then looking at this, it kind of looks like carpet. I don't know, that was just something that I noticed. I've seen some cement houses, but they're usually like this, kind of bumpy and rough. But I mean, this looks a little bit smooth, so maybe carpet.
Cut. What's knife? Over here. Over here.
As officers arrive and move quickly to secure the scene, they find Aaron outside while the victim is bleeding out
found him
inside
fast.
on the kitchen floor.
He's down here. It's bad.
What happened to the other roommates? Wasn't there like 5 guys in this house? One of them found Hans, right? So where's the other 4?
9-0,
Wait, 2, 3, 3. The other 3.
1-7 are clearing house. Good.
Oh, not the bunk beds with grown men. Ooh, I just know that their legs hurt. Or maybe they're short. One or the other.
Ready?
Inside the house, officers Kelly and Picard find the lifeless body of 51-year-old Herman Hans Warlin lying.
Oh my god. So they're grown men. How is the bunk bed surviving? Not really what I should be focusing on, but that's the first thought. Because my sister and I used to have bunk beds. Bunk beds. Yeah. And I used to be on top, and she used to be on bottom. And we used to live like that because there was another bed in our room where my other sister was at. So bunk bed, me, my sister, then our other sister on the other bunk bed. Every time my sister tried to go onto my bed, I would get so angry. And I refused to let them have the top bed. I was one in the top bed so I could look over. I think one time one of them actually slept up there, but then they fell. I was pretty happy.
in a pool of blood.
We got a back door.
Running down the
Okay,
street.
just hang out here.
It's common sense. He had a knife in his
That
hand
way?
and everything.
So who's the guy? Do you know the guy?
Yeah, Ben.
Talk to me.
Talk,
Here, just talk to me, man.
Douglas Taylor just killed Hans. The dude, he cut his throat with a knife.
I need you to stick with me, man. If we're gonna find this guy. Who is he?
His name's Douglas Taylor. He has brown hair. It goes over his eyes, and he's wearing a brown jacket and a brown pants with brown boots.
Did he have the Dean Winchester fit? Give me a second.
His name's Douglas Taylor. He has
Oh my god, he's trying to look like Sam Winchester. Oh my god, sorry. That's all I wanted to say. Hello?
has brown hair. It goes over his eyes, and he's wearing a brown jacket and a brown pants with brown boots. He ran off towards common sense with a knife.
Okay.
I woke up. I was asleep. I heard him fighting. He goes, "No, stop, please, please!" And he.
Oh my god, he was right next to it. Ooh, he must have been terrified when he woke up.
That's all I heard. And I came upstairs, and he was laying on the floor with blood all over the.
Okay.
Connor.
Where's he at, Karen?
He's right here, but hey, wait, come this way.
Come this way, Connor. This way.
This way.
Hey, do you want me at the back or the front here?
Just hold on.
Hey, go grab the airway bag.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's take a peek.
Okay. Just try.
This leads
try
to the
not
kitchen?
to
Yeah, I
touch
got
it.
you.
Oh yeah, it does.
All
My goodness,
coming can slow down.
Even though all hope appears to be lost for the victim,
Is that? Doesn't look like it. That's the key cereal.
Hans, paramedics continue to check on him.
Watch where you stop, please. Okay. If you step right back out then.
Oh, did you cross yourself?
So, he's right there. Let's just clear this real quick.
Oh, did it have an upper and lower floor?
I'll pie this room on the left. If you want to hold it forward, Karen. Looks like it's a bathroom. There's a shower curtain. I'm gonna go in.
I mean, they just said that. Went down
Okay,
the
shower's behind the
street.
door, so I can't see. Clear.
Back upstairs, paramedics huddle over the victim to document the injuries.
Hey, Maddie.
Yeah.
You want to come here and witness? We're trying to get a 4 lead here.
Wait, is there anyone actually like looking for him on the streets? Because they said for various times that he's in common sense. Common sense. Okay, what a name. Mostly in this situation.
Parkins wants a 4-liter in, so. What's that? Parkins just wants a 4-liter in. Okay. So just so. He's got puncture wounds all over the place, too.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to be in a... Again, not to bring away from this, but I used to live in... Not live, but we used to go to a family member's house that used to have things like this, with this type of stove as well. And it was so freaking annoying, because I'm from a Hispanic family, so whenever someone's in the kitchen, it's usually all the women. So there's like 5, 6 women all in the kitchen trying to help. One's cooking, one's cleaning the dishes, one's cutting the... One's cooking, one's cleaning the dishes, another is like cutting the vegetables or the fruits or whatever. The other one is trying to make some type of drink, and then the rest are just gossiping while making coffee. God, it's so hectic, and then there's like so much commotion right here, so if someone tries to come in to get like water or something, everyone's here, congregated here.
What's up? It's working. Oh, it's working.
He's alive?
I'm doing the whole deal.
He's alive?
Hey, you have a work phone on you?
No, I'll go grab mine. Yep.
In an unexpected twist, Hans Warlin, the victim everyone thought was dead, has a pulse. As
Oh my
officers
God.
hurry to photograph the crime
Does he
scene,
survive?
paramedics act
Wait, does
swiftly.
he survive? I mean, they did say that, but they didn't say if he was dead or not. Oh my god, he's alive.
Swiftly in a desperate effort to save the victim's life.
You're gonna have to start taking pictures quick, either. Dispatch, maybe one.
But how did he get in? Did they open the door to him? Like, was he someone that they recognized? So I don't think I saw any forced entry as of yet. But I guess the front door was right open, but that could have been because the other dude opened it for them.
Recognize we have a full trauma activation. We have an estimated 35-year-old male, cardiac arrest. He is in PEA.
Ooh.
Chet, I think we just move him and just get him out of here. I think it's our best bet.
I'm gonna keep talking to this guy real quick. It's good.
You want to logistically organize them? It's coming out of the back of his head.
Dude, it's
What's coming out? The blood? What's coming out?
Dude, I don't know. Holy keep going, keep cranking, keep cranking. Oh, God damn it.
What? Oh, like this?
I'm gonna sketch my Jeff.
In order to save precious seconds, paramedics improvised their plans to get Hans into the ambulance as quickly as possible.
Well, Jeff, we don't have to worry about accommodator subs.
yeah, no, we're doing good. Let's just get on top wraps.
Okay, we're all set. Check out, see this for back to the side of his neck.
It's pumping blood out, bud.
I mean, I get why he's doing it like that, but oh my god, his legs must hurt. What's the CPR thing? Is it 30 and 5? No, 30 and 2. What is the CPR routine? Check for breathing and then, yeah, so it's 30 to 2. 30 breaths, 2 compressions, 30 breaths, 2 compressions. I'm a CPR verified, and oh my god, it's so exhausting. So exhausting. So by the fact that he's standing up with his legs like that, doing it, oh my god. Just in case anyone needs it, this is how to do it. As you can see here, you have to push their head a little bit back. From the chin, push back. So they're like this. See the difference? That's how you do it. Just remember, 30 to 2. 30 compressions to 2. And right in the chest. Right in the chest, obviously. Right in the center. Between the, like... Jeez. Right there. Just in case, could save a life. One good thing to remember, just repeat it over again. 30 to 2, 30 to 2.
Confident.
All right, let's just roll.
And he's just doing compressions. I wonder... Oh. The breath is usually for like when they're not actually breathing, so you just continue doing compressions after. It's even better if you have the machine with you. Like we saw in the other video.
Yeah, he's in PEA, dude.
I don't know what PEA is.
Boys, you ready?
I don't think that's what it is. Let's see. What does it mean when a victim is PEA? It's condition where your heart stops. Oh, so it's the moment where your heart stops. I say repeating what I just read. So you're considered PEA the moment your heart stops. Even if you're brought back, you're still PEA. Makes sense. I think it's like what, every 30 seconds or like a minute or so that you don't breathe in air is more damage to your brain or something like that. Okay, there's still so much to go.
His legs, they're rough south.
Oof.
All right. Watch those hands. I know, I'm trying to get caught.
He said the knife's in here, in the house somewhere.
Officer Lindquist brings up a fundamental detail about the missing murder weapon, but that's not the only thing they're lacking. They still have a suspect at large, potentially causing even more death and destruction. Officers immediately turn their attention to Aaron, the 911 caller who's been standing outside talking on his cell phone this entire time.
I want somebody monitoring him on audio right now.
Okay, I think McCart's recording,
But he left him. So this guy's making phone calls and talking and sharing information. We need to get
Oof,
reported.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, if the police are here, and these are the paramedics, why wasn't there someone constantly with him? Most if he's considered a possible suspect or something like that.
Tape it. Hey, you got that? Tape it. Everything. Yeah.
Before Aaron has a chance to talk to anyone else, Detective Albright records his statement. But the more Aaron reveals, the more uneasy the detectives become. The detective begins his questioning by asking about his roommate, Douglas Taylor, the man Aaron identified as the perpetrator on the call earlier.
So, Doug, what time did he leave this morning?
Like 4:30 in the morning.
Wait. I think I'm too tired to completely realize what was happening, but he was also a roommate, so he wasn't just like, not really a stranger, but someone who just knew the guys.
4:30 in the morning.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, do you know where he was going?
No, I don't know where he went.
Does he work or anything?
No,
like
he doesn't
that?
work either. He just got released out of a hospital, too.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
From what I understand.
How long has Doug been living here?
Only a month.
Only a month.
Yeah.
Detectives will
God.
later uncover the deranged reason that caused Douglas to mercilessly assault a roommate, but for now they continue
So they
speaking with Aaron.
are roommates. Oh my god. So it's a house of 5 guys. I mean, I don't trust men either way. But oh my god. I think guys typically have a lower sense of survival skills, which is main point of laughter, making fun of them, but oh my god. Did they at least know the guy like beforehand, before he came to live with them? Did anyone veto him? Like, hey, yeah, he's good. Did anyone do that? Or were they all just like, someone else help pay the rent?
Aaron.
So, Doug got released a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And then he shows up here. How was he when he first arrived?
Kind of peculiar. Just doesn't want to talk to people. Doesn't want to interact.
The manager of the group home arrives on the scene and provides officers with more valuable details about their missing suspect.
So is this like a group home or what is it?
Yes, we own 3 of them. We got Andre's house, we got the lady's house, and this is our graduate house.
Okay.
Most of the guys here had come through. We actually allowed Douglas to come straight from Blackfoot South to come in here. He was supposed to be all right. He was attending counseling at RHS, and I was by here 3 times yesterday, and I didn't see nothing different in the kid. I talked to him and all of a sudden, and Hunts never did anything to anybody.
Right.
I mean, that kid was just, that's as docile as he wanted to be, man.
Blackfoot South is a state hospital specializing in mental health located approximately 30 miles south of Idaho Falls.
Blackfoot what? Blackfoot, huh? South. Hospital. Idaho? Idaho. I just want to see if they have any good reviews. Or if there's any warnings. Let's see. States. So they have Medicaid expansion, a lot of stuff, but it doesn't really give me their reviews. So I hope it's a good, I hope it's a good hospital. Let's see, showing it to you guys. Yeah, see, this is things that they go with. They have a Medicaid expansion. I don't know if this is considered, I forgot what the word was, but they do a lot of helping for people who have lower income. So I hope for the sake of the rest of the people that they are pretty good people.
Foot South is a state hospital specializing in mental health located approximately 30 miles south of Idaho Falls. While the reasons for Douglas's treatment remain unknown, it gave an insight into his possible mental health concerns.
Had he been normal kind of before that, for like the first 2 weeks he was here?
No, not really. It's kind of like strange, off to himself, talks to himself.
So he's been talking to himself ever since he got here?
Yeah, ever since he got here. But he started laughing to himself recently.
Oh, just in the last 3 days? Like
Yeah, just in the last 3 days, yeah.
Do you know what if you overheard what he says when he talks to himself?
No, I don't listen to him. I don't listen to him.
Is there any anonymous
when he's
animosity coming from
laughing,
him?
Did he say anything specifically?
No, he just mutters stuff that you can't hear.
What Aaron recounts next will leave no doubt as to the manic brutality of the events.
That's when I heard them scuffling or fighting upstairs, and I ran upstairs. And when I ran upstairs, that's when I seen Douglas Taylor with a knife sawing on.
Oh, I mean the name, yeah, but oh my god,
The distance between the top of the basement stairs to the site of the stabbing is less than 20 feet. The fact that Aaron witnessed the ruthless attack from such close proximity suggests that he was lucky to escape with his life.
Did he try to go after you?
Yeah, he looked at me.
Did he say anything?
No, he didn't say anything.
Was he still holding the knife?
Yes.
Or did he make any motions towards you or
No, he
anything?
didn't make any motions or any threatening behavior.
Oh my god.
I would have fought it back, man, if I would have.
You know what they say, don't bring a knife to a fist fight.
Mm-hmm.
You really think that you were going to do anything?
He said, no, stop, please. I heard him say, no, stop, please.
The crime scene photographs the
Where are
officers
you looking
raced to
down?
document
Wasn't looking
earlier
down.
offer frightening proof of Aaron's detailed account.
Remember what kind of a knife it was?
It looked like a kitchen knife.
Like a kitchen knife?
I'm not sure, but they found that there's a red knife laying on the floor in there in the living room. That might be the knife. I'm not sure. But it looked like a kitchen knife that it had with a brown handle on it.
Do you remember if it had a serrated edge? Or
Yes, it had a serrated sawed edge.
Oh, that makes
What's
sense.
serrated edge? Is it the ones that look like U's? With the E? Or you serrated edge? Serrated edge. Images. Oh. I thought it was gonna be like the sharper ones. But yeah, the ones that have like little U's on it. So it must have been one of these. So just a regular kitchen knife. Oh my god, we have one of these actually. Oh, that's terrifying. Anything with one of those, mostly if it's like blunted or stuff. Oh.
That phrase, he was sawing at his head.
Yes.
Around his neck. Wow.
The description of the weapon should help officers locate it quickly if the suspect did, in fact, leave it at the scene. But Aaron is about to share a curious detail regarding the relationship between the victim Hans and his attacker Douglas.
Did it seem like previous to this, he had gotten along with Hans, or?
Yeah, they would sit in the kitchen for hours and then end sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is it fair to say that Doug and Hans got along better than maybe Doug and other people?
No.
No?
No. You know, they were talking, so it was just pure discussion.
No one really talked to him.
Nobody really, and that's why I was asking, because earlier he had said that he wasn't very sociable.
No, he's not very sociable. Hans is a friendly, nice guy.
Uh-huh.
But Douglas is not.
As Aaron's interview comes to an end, officers are still left wondering about the motive behind the assault and the location of the missing perpetrator. Through
But I
all
mean,
of this,
they said
Hans'
which
life
direction he
still
left
hangs in
to.
the
Did no one
balance.
like try to follow that way?
Little radio. Back here, somebody tried to laugh. Here.
Jason, see you down there.
You got to this. You also be your driver to the ladder truck.
When we get that top off, let's work on vascular access.
Where's that other? Hang on.
As paramedics proceed to provide Hans with preliminary treatment, they're unprepared to witness the scope of the numerous wounds that will be revealed later.
There's more.
Good long sound.
Nice.
I mean, this is the sheer amount of blood that must have come out.
Just hold on to that spot. Dude, I can't believe you had a rhythm. I cannot believe you had a rhythm.
It just happened. It's
For real. Is the bagging still going okay? Yeah, outstanding.
They're moving and everything.
Okay, everyone slow and methodical on the way in, okay? Cut that off. Yep.
You're shut down.
Oh, they're already at the hospital?
Slow and easy on the way out.
With the suspect at large and a grievously injured victim, it seems that the dispatch staff has only added more pressure on the officers.
He coded right.
They got a pulse back or something.
If he goes, collect all of his clothing.
Okay. Were you listening to the radio? It came out as like suicide.
Dude, she wouldn't spit it out.
I know.
What?
So
I was sitting there getting pissed off, like I was cursing.
What?
She dispatched 3, so already I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good, right?
Yeah.
What?
And then it just her dispatching like it's terrible.
What the hell are you guys talking about?
It's bad. I think he looked gone when I entered him.
Boys.
Don't jinx them.
Watch out for seatbelts.
Okay, you guys want to get him turned over? Or whatever doctor is taking him. Is it you, Rosebud? Okay. It's a doe. He's got his left to his left carotid. His trach has been
And
cut.
another
He's got
thing that I don't know. What does a doe mean in hospital? Okay. Dyspnea on exertion. Shortness of breath. Oh. Sometimes suffers cardiac disease. It's not really a disease. There's a difference. So just someone who has difficulty breathing, overlapping stuff.
Superficial stab wounds. If we worked him because he's PEA on, we're gonna need him.
Make sure that one on the left's the one quick on there.
It's still so boggling to me that that's how some surgery rooms look like. When they did surgery on me, that's how the room looked like too.
Do you have a Sharpie?
I can get one.
Yeah, why don't we do that so I can start marking stuff?
Amid the hectic scene in the trauma room, doctors need critical information, but Officer Lindquist is about to have another breakdown in communication with the dispatch operator.
When did this come in?
Dispatch, can I get the time of the call for the stabbing?
Oh my god, you're kidding me.
They'll tell me to say 2-2. Can I get time of call for the hospital?
Didn't she arrive there at the same time as them? Aren't these things that you should be talking about beforehand, before they get there? Oh my god. Well, I mean, I get it from like the stress and everything, but isn't this thing they should at least be writing down? When some of these guys took a picture too, we just add like a couple minutes or so to estimate.
There, or the time that we notified him of the call.
The time the call came out.
Are you on main?
Yes. Charlie, I don't know how hard it is for anybody to look at the time the call came out and tell me that.
Well, you didn't go across that time.
Look at his face.
2-2. Any
It's like,
unit with a computer in front of them, can you please advise the time the call came out? The hospital needs that.
2-2. The call came in at 22:25, and I'm not sure what other time you're asking for.
She explained. When did the first call come in about the stabbing?
It was 22:25. Charlie,
Not the dead silence in there.
She does. But
Oh,
she
yeah.
also. This has been ID or looking into stuff.
Nope.
It's been pretty stressful.
Miscommunications notwithstanding, doctors learned that the call came in 43 minutes prior to the time relayed by the dispatch operator.
So why is she being a bitch then? Bad attitudes coming around and around. But the dispatch operator. So was she the one that dispatched them? And if she was, then why didn't she, like, make a note of it? Like, hey, this is the actual time. Because, I mean, if I was a dispatch person and they sent something like that and I was hearing over the radio, like, because there was communication there, most of the, if you hear from the person calling that that there is, like, a stab victim and all that, wouldn't you write that in the notes? Somewhere? Just in case they call you back like, hey, what time did this call come in? Wouldn't you make a note of that?
As the medical team does everything they can to save Han's life, at the house, officers gathered outside and discussed their impressions of the crime scene and the possible location of their suspect.
So no one went after him to look in that direction or so?
Yeah, he was bleeding out all over the kitchen floor.
So you did?
Oh, I
He
hate
looked
that.
at us. We didn't go any closer to him. We cleared the top floor, and then we backed out.
While officers might have secured the scene, it is clear that they need to quickly widen their search if they hope to have any possibility of catching the suspect.
2-7, we're clear this now. We're going to be, correction, I'm going to be canvassing the businesses east of the canal.
Adjacent to this canal sits a large shopping center where officers will make an unexpected discovery.
Oh no.
2-4, it looks like there's somebody sitting right next to the stores to your west.
He was just sitting there the whole time?
In the back of Albertsons.
Officers converge behind the
Oh my
Albertsons,
God, he was just sitting there?
approximately 3/4 of a mile from.
Go to see email sitting against the seaside. Steering, controlling.
From the crime
Go away.
scene and find their suspect sitting against the east side of the building.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I
When
didn't mean
officers
to say
ask
that
what
rude.
his name is, he replies, Douglas Taylor.
Yeah, but it's got blood on its hands. The weapon. The weapon. They said the weapon he left there. 90.
Do you just believe him? When he said that he left the weapon there, you just believe him?
The suspect is saying that the knife is still in the house.
Even though Aaron originally reported that he saw Douglas fleeing from the crime scene holding a weapon, detectives identify a blood-soaked knife lying on the floor in the living room and get Douglas to the station without incident.
Step in
The
there, go
police is cooperating?
Throughout his detainment, Douglas has appeared eerily calm and cooperative, but to
Well,
get
I
a
guess
full
from what we
picture
said in
of
the
the
beginning, he thinks
savage
that he's in the
attack,
right, so...
detectives need to interview him. However, even seasoned detectives are not prepared to deal with the suspect as unsettling as this one.
We're gonna do it. Right there. You want some water?
Yeah, I do want water.
There you go.
After reading him his Miranda rights,
It's so funny how in movies, this whole area looks a little bit different, but I guess it depends on, like, PlayStation? Station to station. 'Cause, like, I mean, look at this. If I entered a room coming in here, I would think that I was back in school, and my teacher was going to come in to tell me if I did something wrong or something with my mom right next to me. This does not give interrogation. I mean, look at this. What is this? What is this? Is this a treadmill? Looks like a treadmill. Then look at the patches here. This does not look like an interrogation room. Like, sure, maybe they did it this way just to lower the guard of the person that they're interviewing, but look at this.
Schwicht cuts straight to the chase.
Can you tell me what happened tonight from your side of things?
I'm the one who did it.
Okay.
At least he admitted it.
Tell me why. What happened tonight?
I'm not sure how to explain why I did it.
Within the first few minutes of the interview, Douglas confesses to the attack. However, the motive behind his actions will remain a mystery that investigators have yet to resolve.
I don't know how to explain it using regular terminology.
What are you, an alien?
In your own words is fine. I'll ask questions if the things
He
are
has
going.
that pretentious way of speaking that I really don't like. It's of like people who believe that they are like people in the anime and they speak in that arrogant tone. Like they're trying to put their voice more ahead.
Understand? I was thinking that probably something happened tonight, or maybe it's an ongoing issue that got you really mad.
I wasn't angry.
Okay.
I have a system of metaphysics.
Yeah, like you hear that tone of voice. It's not really patronizing, but it gives off patronizing. I hate when people speak to me like that. But there's that hint of tone there. So it makes me want to grab this and just
Which would give you some insight into why.
Can you explain a little bit? Can you just explain to us what exactly happened?
I brutally stabbed to death that man in the kitchen.
It should be noted that Douglas doesn't know that Han still clings to life and casually reveals a morbid series of events. Based on what happens later, everything he says will be called into question.
You said it should have resulted in death. If he survives and pulls through, is that going to be a problem for you, or
There was no chance of survival.
Oh my god.
did you make absolutely certain that the way you stabbed him was definitely going to kill him?
Nice way of
Where
catching
did
that.
you stab him on his body? Because I haven't seen this guy.
Oh, I slit his neck open. He would
You were
not-
slinging
he
his
should have bled
neck.
out completely.
How much research
Just
did
happened
you?
more than once.
Yeah.
How much research did you know that you should know this?
No.
Sorry, I guess I asked you that before.
I mean, when you're doing it, you have to do it in a precise manner, of course.
You don't like your tone.
You know, and like if he's going to defend himself, or try to talk back, or try to prolong, then it becomes more incremental until you just finally make the final kill wound.
I want to skip his voice.
But I think I stabbed him about 15 times.
Just casually.
Final slit to the right side of his neck, piercing through all of those veins on the side. I witnessed him begin to bleed profusely. So, yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the Eastern Idaho Regional Medical Center,
I'll play it while I. Oh my goodness.
an inevitable tragedy strikes.
Did they just call it? Or they I called Harkness and let him know road 30 let.
They called it.
Yeah.
Hans had succumbed to his grievous injuries, turning the case into a murder
Oh
investigation.
no, poor guy.
Like the back of his head was all disconnected on the scene.
That one right there on his forearm.
We watched too much of the wire.
Yeah, I will. I have too much time on your hands.
Oh my god, that poor
2 days
guy.
later, during an autopsy, medical
I think I've heard some things like that too, where like people like, I wonder if he like became conscious at any time during that. Because oh my god, imagine that you're stabbed in the neck over and over again. You're bleeding out, and then you're like, in that moment, you're like, yeah, I'm going to die. And then imagine like a couple like minutes or so later, maybe an hour, you start breathing again. Imagine you're conscious again, and for a split second, you're like, yeah, I'm going to live through this. I will survive. There's police officers near me. There's hopefully a doctor nearby. I'll pull through. And then you slip back into unconsciousness and you're dead. Oh my god, that false hope. Oh, that poor man. I hope he's not a horrible man.
examiners will report that Hans died from 17 stab wounds.
Oh my god. They're not exit wounds, right? Of entrance is an determined door to exit. That's the triangle here. Oh my god, it's there. So you can't really tell here. But these were the entrance ones. These ones you don't really know. Oh my god.
Wounds inflicted upon the torso, left arm, neck, and other extremities. Meanwhile, detectives in the interrogation room are also getting closer to unearthing Douglas's motivations behind his appalling actions.
Certain individuals
Ugh.
who desire to begin new cults, I like to identify and professionally examine.
Typing?
See if that is precisely what they're trying to do. If someone is trying to start a new worldwide cult, I will.
An image? What is this? What are you doing? Are you getting like updates on the victim?
I will eliminate that person.
Ugh.
Do you think he was trying to start a new worldwide cult?
Yes.
Okay.
That is my standard.
Okay. You think being the leader of a cult, he would have done some really bad things?
There are enough religions on this planet.
Like too many.
Okay.
So we'd be better off with fewer of those.
Yes.
While it's highly doubtful that Hans was indeed starting a cult, Douglas goes on to explain the reasoning behind this horrifying belief and his subsequent decision.
Did he share his beliefs, probably his mythology and stuff like that with you? Did he tell you about that?
To a
To a degree. Let me see them. appreciate the fact that we missed so time and everything got to know soon. Yeah. Professionals they want to give up. Yep. Speaking to Stone, she called out a suicide. That is it. She called it a suicide? I didn't read that. But the contact acidic said what the time sorry talking about I forget the one who was there continue slowly but there's not yeah about the 14 minutes the kid 420 1420 we'll go back to there because I did hear them say that sorry about the plan but anyway something for the news speak that we call because she gave in the wrong time to still mission my cost. So she said it was a suicide. Baby girl, where? Where? And the guy was like, the full caller was saying that someone else stabbed him, and it was pretty clear even to me, who like barely heard the first part. So where would you even get the suicide part? Where do I go to report the patch? They should be fired 40 minutes to call in. Where can I report the first responder laughing besides it? They were laughing? Oh, I have to be paying better attention. I was looking at everywhere else but them. They were laughing? "40 minutes to call." The dispatcher was correct. Well, no, because like they were clearly talking to the doctors, and if that either way here, the first part, it all came in. She could have been thinking of like when she called the AMTs herself, or when the first time caller came. She must have given them the time that she called the EMT to come in. What is wrong with them? Yeah, see? It was the dispatcher. So she was almost confused. So I don't really know how the female cop was in the wrong. Because even I understood the question, like, what? Maybe when I edit the video, I'll be like, what the hell are you talking about?
You
But
tell
not
I'm
right
an
now.
atheist and I don't tolerate proselytizing.
Was that what he was doing, proselytizing to you about his beliefs?
Strangely, yes. Man trying to start a new cult. Not the right idea. Tries to reduce all of the world religions to some German mythology.
I want to skip so badly.
Makes us think
Ooh,
like
my fingers want to press the skip button.
people who understand some mysterious concept are the true rulers of all the different nationalities, religions,
Just speak a
peoples.
little bit faster so I can go.
And so I'm like, oh, here's a young retard Hitler.
As the interrogation comes to an end, the detective has one final question for Douglas.
After stabbing a guy like this, what do you think would be the right thing to do with you? What do you think
They're so flabbergasted. He doesn't even know what the hell to
police, the
see.
law, the judges, all these people who sit and make decisions
I would not be able to be a good interrogator. Someone will try to come in here with their bullshit stuff like this, and I'll be looking at them like, disgust. Like, huh? I cannot control my face that well. So if someone tried that with me, it would be so obvious to be looking at them like, I'd be Paul Vio here, just typing everything on. But then they would look at me and they'd be like, what's your problem? And I'll be like,
all this. What do you think is the right and appropriate thing to do?
Not sure,
Do you think he should be
Jail
celebrated
than
in jail?
prison? Do you think that's the right thing for you?
Yeah.
But if the detectives thought that this would be the last they'd hear of
Oh,
the
no.
man, they were in for a shocker. On October 12, 2021, over a year and a half after the incident, Detective Schwicht received a handwritten letter from Douglas while he awaited trial. In the letter,
Long moments of shit, but Lisa got a line in it. A man frames himself for murder. I took this as a sign that I need to come clean. Such as my old roommate, the stupid witness to murder that I committed my kill again. My old Latino roommate, I forgot his name. Hope you read on the witness is the one who kills Han. I didn't. So the reason I wanted to take it was my killer. So what happened? I was out smoking cigarettes after that.
Douglas claimed that he didn't
But
kill
you had blood on your hands.
Hans and alleged that his old roommate Aaron is the one who killed Hans. Douglas reports that he heard a sound and
That I heard from inside. There was thought I was checking blood. So I came inside. I saw him. Hands on the boy. Back outside to run books. He began threatening me. What is he had my jacket with some blood on it to give me. I was really shocked and afraid, so I just put it on like he asked me and took it. And so I made a face confession later. In what world does that sound believable?
entered the house and saw Hans on the floor in his blood. He then went back outside where he alleged that Aaron threatened him and gave him a jacket with some blood on it. After being supposedly traumatized by the events, Douglas claimed to have agreed to take the blame and made a false confession later. When Detective Schwicht interviewed Aaron, he found him to be completely innocent, with no involvement in the crime whatsoever. Not long after his arrest, Douglas Taylor entered into the Idaho Security Medical Program, but on October 13, 2020, after almost 4 months in the program, doctors declared him fit to stand trial. Then on December 15, 2021, Douglas Taylor pled guilty to murder in the first degree and was sentenced
He
to
was just trying to get
27
out.
years to life on February 14, 2022.
How did he think that was gonna work? Did he think that anyone was gonna believe him? What? Dispatcher was being too slow. She called it a suicide, yeah. Dispatcher dangerous, extremely unprofessional, directly hating specific cops. She's deliberately being ignorant, refusing to give accurate information because she's taking a dislike to the female cop, preventing that or trying to save the victim from having an accurate timeline. Might she even delay back up and just try to further her beef, maybe. Officers seems to get a kick out of it. They just like this all the time. We never called this in or did anything right. What? Someone who withheld, yeah. Topher. Yeah, Topher. What do you mean, Topher? How did the female cop do it wrong? And calling her a female cop, just say woman cop. On her beef with the officer then sitting in his man's life. Exactly. Later, he cut his neck with a knife. He's dead. NPC operator is he standing. I like how everyone's focusing on that, which is pretty accurate. Like, why would you focus on that? Well, not really. Okay, give me a second. Because why are the people trying to blame the cop? She was trying to get the information. It's all in the dispatcher. Yep. Should have never been allowed to live there. Let's not go that far. They could have never known that he would be able and willing to do something like that. People with mental disorders deserve to live. Live and survive. You can never really guess how someone's going to react. Oh my good god. Okay, what type of comment should I add? Because I feel like everyone else pretty much focused on the right thing. Yeah, I'll just like this comment. Leave some type of mark that I was here. Anyway, it's almost 2 hours worth of stuff, so I'll leave it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.